Hey guys, Chris Harrison here, your instructor, and I want to welcome you to the 101 course here. This is English 101, and I'm going to walk you through the web page, just give you a quick tour, quick navigational tip. Of course, here on this course information page, there is a full written explanation of what you're looking at, but I thought it might be helpful to give you a video explanation. Obviously, here you're looking at my computer desktop. That's my beautiful daughter there. So let's get to Blackboard and have a look at what we're doing here. So when you log into Blackboard and you click on our page, this is the home page. This is what you see when you log in. I've designed this page so that everything you need from start to finish is right over here on the left hand side, from the top of the column down to the bottom. Obviously we're on the home page. The next button here takes you to announcements. Those announcements are also right here. You can click on them to go to it. If you want to see them all, obviously click over here. The next page is the course info and instructions page. Of course, you've already looked at that. You might be even looking at it right now if you're watching this video. Below that is an instructor page. It gives you all my contact information, a little bit of my resume, a little bit about me, my email, my phone number, my office hours, my Facebook address. Everything is in there that you would need to know about me. Below that's the syllabus. The syllabus is all the nuts and bolts, official stuff of the course, how much each assignment is worth, makeup policy, plagiarism policy has its own page, official stuff, about what the course is about, what the objectives of the course are, things that my boss makes me tell you. Underneath that is a calendar that has every due date in the course. You can also, whenever there's something coming up, when you log into this page over here on the right, you'll see any upcoming due dates. Usually I put due dates as an all-day event, so don't think that it's due at 12 a.m. In other words, you have from 12 a.m. to 11:59 on that particular day to upload the assignment or finish the assignment. Underneath that is a link to the discussion board, but a particular discussion board, paper and outline review. When we get into writing papers, I don't have time to proofread every single person's paper. I have 4 classes, about 30 students in each class. So I generally will allow you, though, to upload a thesis statement, an outline, a paragraph or two, an introduction, a conclusion, whatever part of the essay you think you need some help on and some feedback with, upload it here. I'll take a look at it. You might want to send me a message to let me know it's there, but I'll click on it and give you a little feedback. As a matter of fact, you're also welcome to look on there and help other students out if you choose to as well. You can actually go over there by clicking on the link. You will create a thread with your name and maybe a very, very short description of your paper or whatever it is you're uploading in a word or two, and insert it into the thread and add it to this link here. Underneath that particular link is a link that shows you all the discussion forums. As you can see, there's several of them here, although links to the ones you need to go to will be in each unit where and when you need to address it. Underneath the discussion is a complete description of our plagiarism policy. Keep in mind, we have a zero tolerance policy. If you get caught plagiarizing, you get an F. You're out of the course. Barring exceptional circumstances, there are no exceptions to that. So make sure you read that and know what's going on. Beneath that's when you get to the actual course itself. Again, we've got 5 units in here and a final. Each unit is in order. The due date of each unit is on the link to the information in the units itself. Basically, when you want to get started on a unit, which you should be starting on unit 1 hopefully today, just click on the unit and follow everything inside the unit from top to bottom. The top of the unit usually holds, actually let me click this over here, it's on edit mode. This is how you'll see it. The top of the unit will have a link to media. In other words, you'll have PowerPoint, you might have a video, you might have some audio, maybe a little podcast you can play on your MP3 player or iPod. You can click on there. You can see there's a few in here that you can link and download. The next link is usually, or not even link, but element is a description of the unit, tells you what we're covering, what the purpose of it is. Below that is a more in-depth analysis, a description of what we're learning, and a set of reading selections. Now this first reading, the reading selection for this first unit is a little bit longer because we have to cover the entire reading process, but this will shorten significantly in the next unit. Second unit, sometimes I have a little additional stuff for you to do. For example, in this first essay, I want you to take a Myers-Briggs personality test. It'll give you some information from which you'll use to write your first paper. Below that is a link back to the discussion forum. This is where we discuss the topics of essays. As you'll see, a couple of people have already posted here. Generally, I want you to make a post of your own and comment on 2 other people's posts. I want you having conversations back and forth throughout these for these topics. This is going to take the place of the kind of discussion we normally have in the classroom. Let me get back to our unit here. After you complete the discussion forum, generally the next step is grammar exercises. This green link is a link to a page where you can register and take grammar exercises. Your results are emailed to me as long as you register properly. There are instructions on that. And after that, we write an essay. Obviously, there are parameters, the length, how I want it formatted, what it should look like on the page, whether we research or not, the type of pronoun and voice you can use. Those things are all explained in the chapters that you read. Also, I give you a very specific essay topic that you should read and write about, and I provide you with an outline that mirrors very closely what your essay should look like. Keep in mind, each essay as well, if you go back up to the reading assignments, I usually give 5 or 6 essays that are good examples of the type of essay that I want you to write. The style, the content, the format that I hope for you to emulate as closely as possible when writing your own essay. And the last thing in every unit down at the bottom is a link to your submission page. To submit an essay, you'll click on this link, follow the instructions, and that sends it to an online repository that checks it for plagiarism. I will always catch it. That checks it for plagiarism and stores it for me to come back and look at. I will also be grading it electronically, and you'll be able to view it electronically with comments, and it'll be marked up for grammar and that sort of thing. So basically, even though this first unit is not really representative of the rest, it still contains the same basic stuff that you'll see in all the units. Let's look at Unit 2 just as another example. This is Unit 1. It'll be due on June 17th. I do recommend whenever you start a unit, read the whole thing from top to bottom so that you have an idea of what all you need to do. It'll help you manage your time so that you can get everything completed with time to spare and you won't be waiting to the last minute. Discussion board, for example, if you wait to the last minute, you're not going to have time to do it. You simply won't. So make sure you get started early. So for example, if this unit's due on June 17th, I fully expect you on June 18th, log in, get a look at it at the next unit, see what you got to do. Let's take a look at Unit 2, for example. Again, Unit 2 is on description, so you'll read the description. Actually, it's on several things, exemplification, definition, and others. But here's a description of the unit. Here's a reading list. Here's a link to the forum that asks you to discuss the topics that we'll be writing about. Then a link to the exercises, and then a link to the description and model of the essay, the assignment itself. And the Turnitin link for this unit isn't showing just yet, but it'll show up tomorrow. So that's basically the whole thing. Units 1, 2, 3, and 4 are very, very similar. Once you get to Unit 5, it gets a good bit more involved. There's a research paper there, so you want to make sure you read ahead and get started on that as soon as you're finished with Unit 4. But yeah, take a look through the course, scan through. You'll see that everything's pretty intuitively laid out. Just follow each unit from top to bottom. Make sure you finish everything by the due date, and you should be fine. If you have any questions for me, click on the course info page, or excuse me, instructor and contact info page. Obviously here you've got my office hours, my telephone, a couple of emails to get in touch with me, and a link even to my Facebook page. I pick up my Gmail on my smartphone. I can see my Facebook messages on my smartphone, on my Android. So anytime you have any questions, even after hours, feel free to get in touch with me. That's our basic rundown for this course. If you have any questions, again, use this information, get in touch with me, and I'll be happy to explain everything. Chris Harrison, signing off.